Irving Lorenzo, or Irv Gotti, passes away at 54. I'm sad today. I mostly knew Irv in a professional setting. He really helped boost my career, and I will forever be grateful for that. Acting is not anything that I ever grew up wanting to do. It wasn't like this childhood dream. It's actually a second act career for me after being a stay-at-home mom with my kids. And so my background is journalism. So I was just able to kind of carve a path for myself as America's reporter, is what I'm teasingly called. But he really kind of helped me establish that brand, so to speak. He was one of the first people to hire me. I got an audition, did a decent job, and got booked. It was for Tales on BET, and realized that Irv Gotti was producing, and Clifton Powell was a part of the project. Boris Kodjoe was part of the project. And as an actress now, I think that's my biggest excitement is who do I get to meet? Because I'm at that point where I'm getting to work with people I grew up watching. Like Irv Gotti's music had me in a chokehold when I was young. Clifton Powell is such an important part of the culture of Boris Kodjoe. Come on, we all know about Boris Kodjoe, right? I just was so excited about working with someone that I admired as a kid. So I get my seat at the table, we start the table read, and everybody's killing it. People are full on acting in their seats, right? One girl is slumped over and she's giving faces and emotion. And so I'm just waiting for my, few little lines, and we're turning the script. We get to my part. Jury selection begins in the Jaden Jenkins case, and the prosecution has a problem on its hands. My line. And after I deliver my lines, Irv stops the table read. Hold on. You sound just like a fucking reporter. You sound just like a reporter. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm embarrassed because he's putting all this attention on me. But I was like, thank you. I really appreciate it. And he was like, oh, okay. I just had to get that out. You guys continue. The script supervisor and I are both under the same agency. So he took the time to introduce me to Irv. And Irv was like, oh my God, you do such a good job. I knew as soon as I saw your audition, you were the one. The breakdown said Tamron Hall style. So they were looking for someone who was giving them a Tamron Hall vibe. And so I guess I fit that. And I just was so thankful and so grateful. He said, I'm going to add a scene for you. And you learn in this business that people will say things and promise things, and you don't get your hopes up too high, because if you do, you'll continuously be disappointed. And I understand time is money, especially in television. So in order for him to give me more lines, he would have to take lines from someone else, or he'd have to cut some part of the show. So I didn't get too excited about it. I just was so grateful that he saw enough talent in me to want to give me more screen time. So I get to set that day, and I have my lines memorized, and the script supervisor brings the new script in. He actually added the scene that he told me he would add, and that to me was my introduction to Irv Gotti. It was him actually doing what he said he was going to do. He was that type of person. And I remember also at that table read, him telling us a story about being a DJ as a teenager. We were all in tears just listening to his story of growing up and why Tales was so important to him and why he wanted to tell certain stories. And he really, really moved us. That was season 1. Season 1, I was in like 3 episodes. Season 2, he called me to be in an episode, but I was pregnant and I couldn't do it. Season 3 comes around, and I get a call from my agent. She's like, are you free on this day or that day? Because Tales wants you back. Cool. So I get to set, I do my thing. After I'm done, I hear, Millie, where's Millie? I'm like, Irv, I'm right here. He's walking around set screaming, where's Millie? Anybody see Millie? I'm right here. Come here, give me a hug. It's good to have you here. He said they tried to give me some other people, and I saw a few auditions, and I was just like, why don't y'all just call Millie? Y'all know she can do it. Thank you so much. I always appreciate you believing in me, believing in my talent. Being on Tales was my first opportunity to put recurring on my resume. And Tales is one of those projects where each individual episode had a different cast, a different plot. It was based on a different song. So I was the only continuous thread throughout. I think that's one of a director's greatest joys, is to have an image of someone in their head and then to find that exact thing in an actor. And I just think that he had an image of what he wanted his reporter to be. And I just came along at the right time. He said, anytime I need a reporter, I'm calling you. And he kept his word, and he did. And I think I have, like, out of the 3 seasons of that show, I think I've done 6 episodes total. Yeah, for someone to stick up for me, for someone to go to bat for me, for someone to say, you know, forget all these other people, I want Millie back, was really special. Anything I asked of him, he was willing to do, even if he couldn't do it, whether it was promoting a friend's t-shirt, whether it was, you know, we were never able to get the schedule together for him to sit down and do an interview with me, but he was always open to it. Just, he would light up like a kid when he had an idea or when something excited him. And, you know, even in my brief interactions with him, I was able to see that and experience that. And I just will always love and appreciate him for believing in me and what he's done for me. So yeah, rest in peace, and I love you.